Good day, gamers! So today, we got a whole lot of information on the Halo Infinite campaign. IGN posted a long video, like almost 12 minutes worth of gameplay, and a whole lot of extra new information included in there. I want to take that 11.5 minutes, scrunch it down in hopefully less than 5 minutes, and a real quick summary for all of you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more. Let's jump on in. Right off the rip, the first point that IGN makes in this video is advising that there's a massive focus on characters in the storytelling. This is something that 343 have said that they wanted to make a big focus in Halo Infinite, and so now that we've got this being the first talking point of this massive campaign gameplay preview, that's really reassuring to see that that is in fact what they were able to pull off with the story in Halo Infinite. A couple of things related to that storytelling, of course with no spoilers whatsoever. They say that Cortana is presented as a mystery, not a primary antagonist. Now they do say that this is a short preview of the campaign that they were given, so they don't know if there's going to be more related to her further on into the story. And in a similar vein, they also say that the Flood is alluded to in the preview that they were provided, but again, not outright shown or involved in anything that they were doing in the campaign. Now, I personally have my own theory as to the involvement of Cortana, the Flood, and even the Forerunners, who IGN also mentions in their preview, stating that there wasn't anything about them at all. I believe that because of what 343 has said about Halo Infinite being the future of the Halo franchise for the next decade or so, we're going to see story-based expansions come into the game. And I think that those are some really great opportunities to expand on things that don't make it into this main campaign. My theory is that the main campaign we're going to get at launch is going to be focused solely on the conflict between the UNSC, Master Chief, and the Banished on Zeta Halo. Now in the future, I can totally see us getting some story expansions featuring the Flood, Forerunners, and maybe even something outright related to Cortana and her going off the freaking rails. This would be a great opportunity to include a lot of new cosmetics in Battle Pass updates. We get a Forerunner update with a lot of Forerunner-based armor, weapon cosmetics, maybe even bringing in a plethora of Forerunner weapons themselves. That would be a really cool content to add into the game later on. Moving on from the point of storytelling and more about the map and exploration as a whole, they do say that exploration is very rewarding in this game. We even see a clip of some of the collectibles available, including audio logs, making a return to the Halo franchise. There is a scanner similar to Halo 5. It has a short range, but it will be helpful in finding the various collectibles scattered throughout the campaign. Maybe we will also see the return of skulls. I sure hope so. IGN reiterates the fact that this is not a true open world game. This is something that 343 has been pretty transparent about. It's going to be semi-open world, but not something like what you get in games like New World, Assassin's Creed, anything along those lines. And Assassin's Creed is actually used as a direct comparison when looking at the size of the map. At least based on the preview that IGN had, they said that the Zeta Halo map isn't as big as Assassin's Creed, and they say it's actually not even particularly close. But again, that's not out of line from the expectations that have been set prior to this game being released. As far as how we're going to explore Zeta Halo, it is broken up into island-like chunks, and the range of your free roam will be fairly limited at first, gradually expanding as you complete the story. Part of how you travel across Zeta Halo is going to be maintaining control of forward operating bases. These will serve as fast travel points and landing bays for calling in gear, including vehicles. Reclaiming operating bases for the UNSC awards you with Valor. Valor is an in-game system for unlocking new gear. It serves as a point system to show how much of Zeta Halo the UNSC has taken back. It is mentioned that claiming forward operating bases is an optional objective you can do within the campaign. If you don't do it, it doesn't have a direct impact on the overall story. It's something that you can do to further your options for exploration and the ease of use getting around Zeta Halo. Something else that will be optional in the campaign is collecting Spartan Cores. These are used to upgrade your equipment, your shielding, your grapple hook, the thruster, drop shield, everything along those lines. Again, it's optional. You don't have to collect those. You don't have to use them to upgrade your Spartan at all. So if you want a more classic Halo experience without any of those armor abilities or expanded shields, you can play it your way. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is boss fights and how they tie into the gameplay. IGN says that the boss fights are challenging and satisfying, and there are even some instances where groupings of high-ranking enemies feel as challenging as a boss fight itself without actually being a boss. Something brand new that we got information on that, at least as far as I'm aware, we'd never been giving any sort of information on, is there being signature versions of weapons. These are awarded from eliminating special targets. So whether that's a boss fight itself, or just like the high value targets that show up on your objective list, I'm not sure. They didn't clarify which one of those will provide the signature versions of weapons. Maybe you get them from both. I'm not totally sure, but either way, I think it's really neat to get some insight on some new unique weapons that are going to be included in the campaign. And that's a quick lightning round overview of IGN's much longer campaign gameplay video. If you want to watch the full video, be sure to check it out on their channel. I have a link in the description down below. If you enjoyed my video, give her a thumbs up, subscribe for more, watch the live streams, and we'll catch you next time. I love you. Bye.
Oh, you can take the Bravo like from the downstairs little alcove? Yeah, that's what I'll call it.
Hey Rob, we are locked in right now, bro.